Hey y'all, hey all. Hey y'all, hey y'all. I just started the live. You ready to come say hi? Okay. Let me turn the camera this way. Hey y'all, hey y'all. We are awakening, remembering that we are limitless potentials, having a human dream. All right, y'all, so I'm gonna prepare my din. Today's been a day. I'm just feeling a lot of things. This has been a lot of stuff. A lot of evolution and growth. I'm gonna prepare my dinner and we'll talk about the UAP hearings. The task force hearing. So they're not the task force hearings. They're not official U.S. Congress hearings. It's a USA Congress task force hearing. So there was a committee created to basically drum up votes and public interest, to call their senators and their representatives, like, hey, we want y'all to vote for this, vote on this. It's like a whistleblower act where they protect individuals that come forward to disclose information to Congress and the masses, the citizens, to protect these individuals so they're not retaliated against and their safety is put on paper and put in law, right? Whistleblower Act and the UAP Act situation. Basically what's going on. And I got the prophecy about this, about our government's declassifying stuff, declassifying things. Our government's declassifying things and the classified documents and stuff in regards to our government's involvement with multidimensional beings, extraterrestrials. Now I be in the ethers. I'm a shaman mama. I use my psychic abilities, mediumship, channeling abilities, connection with the divine, oneness of all things, which really is our inner space, because we are one with all things. I'm a shaman mama, so I be in the ethers. I get the prophecies. I channel them into my podcast, Kingdom Things Podcast with Ashley-Nicole Phillips. I don't want to say any specific platform names because I feel like my content won't move in the algos like they're supposed to, because I'll be shouting out other platform names. So if you just go to your search engine, okay, let's keep it generic. If you go to your search engine on your phone, your device, your laptop, your computer, your tablet, type in Kingdom Things Podcast with Ashley-Nicole Phillips, my podcast gonna pop up. It's gonna pop up, baby. Whole full page, like the first 10 pages is gonna be just me. Just Kingdom Things Podcast. That's ain't God good, right? Baby, just go to your search engine. Kingdom Things Podcast with Ashley-Nicole Phillips. My podcast gonna pop up. All throughout my podcast, I use my shaman mama capabilities, my psychic abilities. I'm really a channel for the Most High, the Divine God, Prime Source, a dimension of the 144,000. I don't feel like going all up into it right now. Not right now. So you can just go to the podcast. There's the episodes called Kingdom Things Podcast with Ashley-Nicole Phillips, episode called 144 Part 1, as well as 144 Part 2. But also on my podcast, I share divine revelations, 2029 prophecy. I haven't really talked about the 2029 prophecy. Like, I really don't be talking about it like that. Or the 2026 prophecy. I don't be talking about it like that. Ooh. Let's talk about it. I'll talk about the 2033 prophecy. Kingdom Things Podcast with Ashley-Nicole Phillips, 2033 prophecy. By the year 2033, the Divine, the Most High, the Oneness of all things says, hey, human beings of planet Earth, you're going to be a human culture of planet Earth due to your consciousness expansion or your mass spiritual awakening through the human DNA, genome, cells, molecular structure, mind, body, soul, and spirit. Y'all are raising a vibration. So you are awakening in the masses to the remembrance that you're one with the divine, one with limitless potentials through your inner spaces, which is being mirrored in our outer spaces. By the year 2033, the Most High says, Most High, Shekinah Hashem, Brahman, Prime Source says, will be a human culture, planet Earth with no death, no disease, no war, no ephemeral peace, no poverty, no pedophilia, no sex trafficking, no human trafficking. As death, disease, war, famine, poverty, pedophilia, sex trafficking, human trafficking, we're all a part of our gestational phase. We're part of the makings of us. I know, y'all. These things are wretched, horrible. And through our synaptical understanding, or in our gestational phase, we had this good and bad paradigm where we didn't understand the spectrum of wholeness, or left, right, yin, yang, good, bad, dark, light. It's a part of the whole story. Or what? Whenever you're going through your bad days, best believe you're garnering wisdoms, evolution, and growth. Whenever you're going through your good days, best believe you're garnering evolution, wisdom, and growth. So the divine said that death, disease, war, famine, poverty, pedophilia, sex trafficking, human trafficking was all a part of your gestational phase. Or y'all are garnering the experience, the evolution and growth, to be awakened, come back into divine remembrance. We're blossoming, blooming back into divine remembrance. We've been divine remembrances. Every single human being have an authentic vibrational frequential patterning, or a soul journey, or a soul frequency, where we've been remembered that we're infinite. And we came in incarnated, our energies, our souls incarnated as human beings of planet Earth. Me, Ashley-Nicole Phillips, you, whatever your name is. And now we're awakening, coming back into divine remembrance, that we're limitless. As, again, whoever your name is, my name, Ashley-Nicole Phillips. Whenever creation needs something to continue to grow and evolve, it naturally produces it. Every human exists because we're a part of the fruit of the womb, of divine creation, or the oneness of all things, or God, Allah, Hashem, Shekinah, Prime Source, Brahman, the Most High. A fruit of God, Allah, Hashem, Prime Source, Shekinah, Most High. That was God that was needed, Allah that was needed for the growth and evolution of all things. Just as our gestational phase, when we were experiencing death, disease, war, famine, poverty, pedophilia, sex trafficking, human trafficking, was a part of the fruit, the womb of God, Allah, Hashem, Shekinah, Prime Source, Brahman, the Most High. Things that we needed to experience to blossom, bloom back into creation as bipedal galactic beings. Or limitless potentials with the illusion of finite. Having an experience to grow and evolve into greater conscious awareness, as well as conscious embodiment of our limitless potentials. The divine, the Most High, wants to see, what do we create? We've already decided in the masses, the universal forces, God, Allah, Hashem, Shekinah, Prime Source, the Most High, Brahman, known by many other things, Allah. So we've already, it's already been calculated, formulated, balanced out. Y'all decided human beings of planet Earth, they are contributing to galactic creation, a human culture of planet Earth, with no death, no disease, no war, no ephemeral peace, no poverty, no pedophilia, no sex trafficking, no human trafficking. God wants to see, what else do we create? The divine wants to see, what else do we create? This is our human dharmic purpose, to hold an inquisitive disposition in regards to our existence, our existential nature, our lives, ourselves. Asking ourselves, call to action. Sit with yourself for at least 2 hours a day. Every day, ask yourself, hey soul, what is it that I need to know to come into greater conscious awareness of my limitless potentials? Wait for the answers, because they will come. Your lingo with the universe is the oneness of all things, or Allah, Shekinah, Hashem, Prime Source, Brahman, the Most High, is God is most likely unique to yourself. Nonetheless, validate yourself in your knowings. Even if your connection with the divine or all things, it doesn't look like a normal psychic ability, or like clairaudience, clairvoyance, clairsentience. If you have something more like synesthesia, where I don't know what I just experienced, I had some visions, I was feeling things, I saw stuff in my mind's eye. Nonetheless, I got the wisdoms. I understood exactly what I just experienced. Synesthesia. Validate yourself in your knowings, so you become more comfortable to evolve and blossom, bloom back into your divine presence, your divine inheritance, your remembrance that you are one with all things. The wisdoms that are the remembrance that you are one with all things. The wisdoms that are you, which are the remembrance that we are one with all things, that we are one. So yeah, my podcast, Kingdom Things Podcast with Ashley-Nicole Phillips, over 700 transmissions. Again, search engine, you'll see my face in the podcast. You can stream the transmissions for free. Subscribe and follow wherever you go to find the podcast. Subscribe and follow to join the Kingdom Things Podcast with Ashley-Nicole Phillips, Journey to a Healed and Balanced Human Culture of Planet Earth. I know we get mystical and magical, multidimensional. I use my psychic abilities, my shaman mama skills to channel all types of ancestral forces to help us heal our human DNA, to help us heal our imbalances, to come into greater conscious awareness of our conscious awareness, as well as conscious embodiment of our limitless potentials. With ease and grace, as universally aligned, universally assigned for the upliftment and regeneration of all things, and so shall it be. Mashallah, Bismillah, Inshallah, Shalom, Namaste, Ashe. Amen. So yeah, I'm feeling away today. I was so excited. I was amped, baby. I hopped up out my bed. I'm not gonna do it. I was gonna freestyle. Let's do it. Let's have fun. Hopped up out my bed. Check the calendar. Yup. UAP hearing is today. Hey. Oh my gosh. No, I'm confident in myself. Let's do it again. Let's run it back. Let's deliver it confidently and finish this up. I hopped up out my bed. Check the calendar. UAP task force hearing is today. Hey. 9 a.m. Wait. I gotta walk my dog. And then make my breakfast and take a shower. Wait. It's a little late. It's 6:45. I meant to do a TikTok live before I started my day. Wait, 6:45 is kind of late. Hey, no, seriously though, I think I'm kind of let that breathe. Y'all, I do stuff about myself. I don't ever really share it. I live my life like this. Like, I do freestyles, baby, I be going in. Let's let that breathe. Ooh. I do that all the time, y'all. I do freestyles. Somebody was calling my phone. I do freestyles, baby. That's how I live, baby. I dance. I do dance breaks throughout my day. I do freestyles. You gotta keep life fun, you know, and jovial. So yeah, I was feeling away. I think it's because I meant to do a TikTok live this morning. I just knew I was gonna get up early, it's like 4 or 5 a.m. and get my TikTok live in the morning. I was kind of scrambling because I got up at 2:22, and I said, hey, like I could get up and try to start my day right now, but I was like, I'm not even gonna, baby, play myself. Because I really want to stay awake during this hearing. And I know my spirit said, hey, Ashley, the hearing's going to be till noon. So I knew 9 to noon. So I was like, I'm trying to stay up. I want to watch the whole hearing. So I was like, 2:22, I thought I was going to hop up out the bed, baby, get my day started. I was like, nah, I'm not even going to do that to myself. I hit the pillow, didn't put a alarm clock on or anything. I just knew my circadian rhythm was on point. And truly it is. Everything happens the way it's supposed to. But I just felt like I was going to get up at like 4 or 5 o'clock. Do my morning live, brush my teeth, take a shower, do my morning live, walk my dog, eat my breakfast. And baby, get comfortable for the UAP task force hearing that was streamed on the socials. That's not what had happened. I think that kind of threw me off because I just had an expectation. I had already ordered my day the day before. I already ordered my day the day before. Yesterday, I already ordered my day today. I'm gonna do this at this time, I'm gonna do this at this time. It didn't happen like that. And sometimes I'll get a little anxious when my day doesn't order the way I think it's gonna order. So I think that's why I was kind of feeling away in my inner space. Nonetheless, I made the UAP hearing on time, got Hazel walked and fed and walked, took a shower, did some laundry. I got Hazel, cleaned the bathroom, did some laundry, I got my stuff done, and then I watched the UAP hearing, which was eventful. It was eventful. It was eventful in the way that it's monumental, that it was a bipartisan task force hearing on such a taboo topic. UAPs used to be called UFOs, unidentified flying objects, and how the government be working, doing what they do. I don't want to say too much because again, I want my stuff to move in the algorithms. I don't want to say nothing, but my stuff gets flagged. It doesn't move in the algorithms. So, but the podcast, baby, we go with, baby. The podcast, again, never meant to offend anybody. The intentions are never to offend anybody, but, baby, we get brash. We get real. We get authentic. However I'm feeling in that moment to share the wisdoms that's been put on my heart space, my spirit, my mind, body, soul, spirit to share. Baby, I give it to it the way it's supposed to. You know, I'm supposed to do it in that moment. Because the divine's like, hey, Ashley, I give you these wisdoms and remembrances and prophecies and all the things to share because I like the way you deliver them. I want you to deliver them the way you deliver them. So, Kingdom Things Podcast with Ashley-Nicole Phillips. Search engine, you'll see me. Ding. Go wherever you go to listen to the podcast. Follow, subscribe, share, join the community. But we brass tacks. We talk about all types of stuff. It's really the second coming of Christ. It's really biblically prophesied second coming of Christ. Maya Hopi prophesied fifth world. Hinduism prophesied turn of the Yuga. It's a lot of prophecies going on. It's the same story all around the planet. Prophecy from all around the planet where we awaken to our remembrance. Africa, baby, when I found this out, oh, I was so proud, so much pride. So much pride. It's an African prophecy too. It's a prophecy in Africa where the children wake up, where we wake up and remember that we're one with the oneness of all things, with the divine, with God. I was like, where we remember from our insides, our ancestral teachings from our insides. I was like, whoa. Ashley, how did you come across this? My soul's like, tell the story, Ashley, how you came across this. Because I set the intentions. I was like, I want to know about my African like roots and their perspective on this time and space. And lo and behold, you know, the video came to me on YouTube. Oh, dang it. I said another platform's name. It's going to be okay. The video came to me. And I watched it, and it was like, yeah, this is the prophesied time in Africa, African culture as well, where the children, we awaken in our inner space to our ancestral remembrance that we're one with all things, to our magical powers, our divine remembrance, our spiritual gifts, our soul wisdoms. We embody them, we walk them, we talk them. To remember, to raise ourselves up in our divine remembrance, to raise our children up in divine remembrance, to reactivate ancestral inheritance, or the remembrance that we're one with all things. So it's really my podcast is sharing healing transmissions and wisdoms to help at this time. You know, it's an offering to the planet that was seated for me from the Most High to share with the planet, my soul, to share with the planet as we awaken in the masses. So we talk about extraterrestrials. We actually channel our galactic heritage. Because we have a galactic heritage, we're galactic beings. We have a galactic ancestry that seeded us, or we're the makings of them. Just like we're the makings of our great-great-grandparents, our great-great-grandparents, our great-grandparents. These extraterrestrial races, they're our great ancestors. They're our seeders of our human, of our biology, our mind, body, soul, and spirit. We come from them, they come from us, because truly all things are happening at once. We are symbiotic creation, God's creation. We're symbiotic creation. All things are energy, and as energy proliferates, it grows and evolves, shapes, and helps with the creation of the next creation, or the next energetic embodiment, or the next dimension of God's creation. We're all truly one. All things are truly here and now. So UAP hearing is really monumental in the way that it's the manifestation of this time of divine remembrance. Our governments have always been, for a long time, since before the 1960s, have been, and in this gestational phase, the soul was like before the 1960s, around like the 1940s. The soul just does say that, but my soul told me some other stuff. But I'm getting specific guidance to say this, so it's a specific reason. I'll get the full circle moment later, like the 1940s. Before even the 1940s, we've been co-creating with extraterrestrial, interdimensional beings. Before Roswell, New Mexico. But that was like a big UAP, UFO thing that kind of sparked the phenomena in the masses of UFOs. But the spirits like, you know, multidimensional beings, like spirits, like we've been co-created, multidimensional beings been co-creating with y'all before 1940s. Since the, I channel in my podcast since the founding of our country. I'm not going to go into it here. We're not going to go into it right here. But y'all can go into the podcast, Kingdom Things Podcast with Ashley-Nicole Phillips. Kingdom Things Podcast with Ashley-Nicole Phillips. Whatever costs your heart space, you're more than welcome to utilize these energies and messages along your own journey of remembrance I was gonna go into it because, baby, I could give you the whole slew, but it's in the podcast. Go find it, baby. Let it come to you. You know, you find it, let it come to you. Okay. Yeah, let me prepare my dinner. So UAP hearing, it was really cool in the fact that it's a monumental occasion, and we're gonna tap on the Epstein files, y'all, because my soul's been giving me the wisdoms. The Pleiadian ancestors, they're a galactic, interdimensional, extraterrestrial race. They told me, hey, Ashley, if you don't want your children to go through some stuff, you have to be where it stops. And the only way to be a stopping point for anything that you don't want your children to inherit, any imbalances you don't want your children to inherit, you have to take accountability of it for it. Go into your heart space, garner the wisdoms for why this exists, and be the wellness, be the wisdoms, be the healing frequencies. So that's where you find in my content where I talk about us taking accountability for our human nature. Principle of correspondence, as below, so above. Everything in our reality is only a manifestation of our human energy. Taking radical self-acceptance, radical self-accountability, asking ourselves, hey self, what is this? This is my reality. So I know it's the dimension of me. What is it supposed to teach me about myself? And let your soul give you the wisdoms, and let you be the healing, be the medicine, instead of just being the feel how you feel. Okay, because I'm finna get into how I feel in other dimensions. Because I share the wisdoms that my soul gave me to share. But I think it's healthy for me to share other dimensions of how I feel. So it's like, hey, I should take accountability. Take accountability to be the uplifting force, to be an uplifting force, a healing remedy. I got some big old powerful downloads about what's going on with the Epstein situation. And I channeled it. I haven't channeled it yet in the podcast, baby. I haven't done it yet. Haven't done it. I kind of have, but I haven't. Epstein's name wasn't brought up. But I channeled about human trafficking, sex trafficking, pedophilia, and how the divine says no more in my creation. I channeled about it. I've done a few transmissions where galactic, etheric forces are, channeling and share wisdoms to help us heal this up in our culture, eradicate it, evolve it out of this imbalance. Garner the wisdoms and become well-balanced beings. Less of pedophilia, sex trafficking, human trafficking. I got some downloads, some understandings. And see, me, I used to be a person that would put on a brave front and just act like ain't nothing wrong with me. I'm good. I'm great. I'm chipper. I'm cheery. Hey, baby, I'm not shakeable. You can't shake me. You can't shake me. I used to be like that. And I still kind of am. That's why you see all my transmissions. I just be, baby. My name is Ashley, baby. I give you the transmission, and behind closed doors, baby, boohoo crying. But in the podcast, baby, I cry in the podcast too. Boo in the audio style, baby, I boohoo cry, and with my face in front of the camera, I cry in the podcast. So I show all my multidimensionality. I have not spoken on this topic at all outside of giving my divine wisdoms, because I was like, I don't want to misstep. The biggest thing, I don't want to misstep and mess up the wellness and healing by speaking something out of alignment with what God put on my heart to say. But I know, Rabbi Yeshua, Jesus Christ told me, hey, Ashley, whenever you feel moved to say something, it's because you need it and somebody else needs to hear it as well. This runs deep. This runs deep. Our DNA, galactic history deep. Galactic cycles. The sex trafficking, human trafficking, pedophilia on this planet, it's been a cycle throughout galactic creation. The cosmos. I'm cleared. I don't have to go to a skip. I don't have to go to the skip. I'm cleared to say what whatever I want to, whatever I feel moved to say, I'm cleared to say it. When cause at the meetings and things, at the congressional hearings, if there's things that the whistleblowers or the people that are testifying, sharing their stories, if there's things that they can't say in the public, they take it to a skiff. A skiff is a building in a room there's no technology. So what's being said and done in the room, it can't be, it won't leave the room, basically. I was like, I don't have to go to the skiff. I can say whatever the divine puts on my heart, but I channeled about it. Shared the story. And I actually told y'all the story about the Mesa Basin aliens. I said it in the Facebook community live, the Mesa Basin aliens that were a part of human trafficking, slave trafficking of not just humans, but other beings as well, other types of beings as well. But they were also sex trafficking, human trafficking, men, women, children, humans, multidimensionally. I shared this, right? I shared the story. If you missed the live, it's still on the page because it's been less than 30 days. But if you missed the live, you can also go to Ashley-Nicole Music on YouTube, go to the playlist section, tap on Facebook Community Lives, and it's in there. It's one of the lives. I'll put it in the title. I'll go back and put it in the title because I don't think I put it into the title. But I told y'all about this, right? This is all one big energy. One big energy that's perpetuated throughout the galactic creation. The galactic creation being a minute dimension of infinite creation. Because God is infinite dimensions. And our galactic creation of beings, biological beings and otherwise, living in realms and planets and all the things. It's a part of galactic creation, galactic history. Galactic creation, galactic history being an iota, a sliver of infinite creation. At the same time, galactic creation, this iota, the sliver, is infinite simultaneously. So the stories and the beings and the species and the creations of this infinite creation within infinite creation of the totality of all things, which we most commonly term God, Allah, Hashem, Shekinah, Prime Source, Brahman, and many other things within our realm of creation. Galactic creation has had this perpetual story in many gestational cycles, or we will call it parallel universes, where there are imbalances. And we exist to balance out the balances, to balance out the imbalances. We exist to lead our lives with an inquisitive disposition. Whether we're consciously or unconsciously doing it, we're assisting with balancing out the imbalances of galactic creation, which assists with balancing and uplifting all of God's creation. But we're in a space where we're awakening. Like we remember, oh, I exist to be wellness. Let me lead an inquisitive lifestyle, learn and grow from my experience to how I show up, to grow and evolve into more conscious awareness of the limitless divine wisdoms in which I am. To grow into more conscious embodiment of the limitless and divine wisdoms in which I am. This runs deep. Why am I hearing skiff? We're not going to the skiff. But what we will do, we're not going to go over the story again about the Mesa-based aliens. What I will say is like next month, within Kingdom Things Podcast, 7 a.m. Monday premierings. I believe it's the second Monday of October. The installment in which I tell the story about the Mesa-based aliens that were part of the human trafficking, sex trafficking, multidimensional operation of human beings. It's going to be the second, I believe it's the second Monday, 7 a.m. of October. And then I did some other channelings, some really powerful channelings. We'll get them as a Wednesday Oneness Connection Energetic Upliftment offering. And then a Thursday Kingdom Things Podcast with Ashley-Nicole Phillips bonus weekly transmission. The month of October. Oneness Connection Energetic Upliftment is available to stream on the app with the little red play button. Just go there and search Oneness Connection Energetic Upliftment. And that's another healing channel that I have. We do powwow sessions over there, y'all. So I come whenever I'm sitting in the spirit using my multidimensional gifts, my psychic abilities, my shaman mama capabilities, my mediumship, and I'm calming my spirit or praying and meditating to grow into, asking my soul, what is it I need to know or perceive to be more wellness and balance. I call these powwow sessions. We do powwow sessions, Oneness Connection Energetic Upliftment. And these transmissions that I did, this like powerful. These other transmissions, they involve the energies of our human and of galactic history. Those will be premiered. One is Connection Energetic Upliftment on Wednesdays, 1st, 2nd, and like 3rd week of October. Wednesday, 1st, 2nd, 3rd Wednesday of October. They premiere at 11 a.m. One is Connection Energetic Upliftment. And those same episodes will be a Thursday bonus episode for Kenneth Things Podcast with Ashley-Nicole Phillips, 7 a.m. I wasn't gonna do that. I wasn't gonna do that. My soul said, Ashley, yes, because I was gonna wait and just publish these in November. But the soul said, no, you need to publish these now. I said, okay, I'll do a bonus content episode. I hear you, soul. I hear you loud and clear. I said, we'll do the Monday and then the Thursday bonus. Yes, we will. So So watching these things unfold in our physical reality, it's like it's a choice point, a decision point for our humanity. Like, who do y'all want to be? Y'all want to take accountability? Y'all keep on seeing this pop up in y'all's news cycles, y'all life cycles. You know, we had Diddy, and now Jeffrey. You know, we have Jeffrey Epstein. You know, we keep on having these stories about these powerful men. Some might call deviants. One, you know, I don't want to call names, but I want to be real too. Like, shit, the things that they've been accused of, because neither of them, one of them, baby, Jeffrey Epstein was convicted. That's deviant activity. Okay. Just being honest, universal forces. Now you see what's going on down here in this realm. And you know I gotta be honest and speak my piece. I'm not speaking my piece to project, blame, shame anybody, judge anybody. That's not what I'm doing. I'm speaking my piece. Better get this off my chest. So you know Jeffrey Epstein was up to, baby, deviant. Divine's like, y'all keep on seeing this come up in y'all's news cycles about these men time after time. Are y'all gonna look at yourselves? What y'all got in y'all's energy? What's going on in y'all's energy as humans? You're gonna ask your soul about it? Baby, what is it called? Atonement with yourself? Face yourself. Shoot. Pleiadian ancestral forces say, hey, Ashley, go ahead and atone. So that's what you see in Kenneth Things Podcast, as well as Oneness Connection, Energetic Upliftment, atonement with the self. Be like, okay, divine presence. Just keep on popping up in the reality. What's it supposed to tell me about myself? About my human or my galactic history? This is galactic. It didn't start with the human being of planet Earth. No, baby. It's an ancient galactic energy of imbalances that y'all were created to grow and evolve into something else, more wellness and balance. So, like, I'm not gonna say obviously, but I'm gonna say obviously. Obviously, the shit Jeffrey Epstein was into. Obviously, that shit is rancid, morbid. If I was, oh, baby. Universe, I'm just saying this I don't want to manifest none of this. But if I was Detective Olivia Benson in real life, and I was at a sting for Jeffrey Epstein, baby, I'll kick down that motherfucking door so quick. Baby, sting operation on Jeffrey Epstein, I would kick down that motherfucking door so quick. Baby, do a fucking ninja spin, somersault, right upside his motherfucking head. And that's what my soul will be like. And this is where my ancestral remembrance. Now that I know better, I gotta do better. Right? And then my universal wisdom's like, hey, Ashley. Then you just be ignoring all the wisdom that you have. You just be ignoring all the divine wisdoms. All the divine wisdoms that say that only exists in your realm. Because humanity, you kick down doors, judge people, knock them upside the head, instead of going to your inner space, reflecting, introspecting about what your reality is trying to teach you about yourself. And from your room, you can garner these wisdoms, embody the energies, live by the energies, practice the energies, be in wellness and balance, and shape humanity, the DNA of humanity, and turn your reality into a reality with no pedophilia. Energetically, we know all things. We know quantum physics. It's quantum entanglement, shifting through energy, energetically, being a master alchemist, a master of energy. Right. I like the second part. I like the master alchemist. I pick master alchemist. I pick master alchemist. I just had to see myself, because this we've been here before. And last time we were here, baby, I was on Twitter. This was, baby, I'm back 2014. You know, back in the day, we haven't been here specifically. But when Donald Trump got bought into it, okay, we've been here before. Last time Donald Trump was in some shit, baby, I be on Twitter, ooh, popping my shit. Baby, I used to be in his comments on Twitter so heavy. One time I got over 230 likes on my comment. My comment was top of the comment list. I know he's seen it. I know Mr. Donald Trump seen that shit. Baby, it was eloquently spoken. A little dissertation about why he's full of shit. Why Donald Trump is full of shit. And I know about karma. So, baby, I go to God heavy. I'm like, God, I know what I was doing back in the day. I know you got me here front facing, baby. I have platforms where I'm speaking to people. You know, I'm gonna ruffle a lot of feathers. Tell people to keep their dissertations. Tell folks to keep their dissertations. I know it's karma. I know. If I see a big old paragraph trying to object to what I'm saying, I know it's karma. I know. So I just had to come up here and face myself. Baby, speak publicly about it. Speak publicly about it, because last time, baby, shoot, I be on Donald Trump's ass. I be on his ass. Baby, on Twitter, baby, comments, me getting liked all the way up. And I know he's seen it. And I had to apologize to him and the ethers. I'm like, shit, you know, I forgot we're all really limitless potentials here to balance out imbalances. Irregardless of what it looks like in the physical reality, we're all on the same team. We're all divine presence, balancing out energies, whatever character we're playing in this reality. Whatever we look like in this reality, we're all limitless. Behind the scenes, we're all limitless potentials. Here to grow and evolve human nature, galactic creation, God's creation, into more wellness and balance. So I had to go apologize to Donald Trump in the spirit. And now that we're here again, like, I can't be out here doing the same stuff. I know better. I gotta do better. But I needed to speak my piece. I didn't want people to think I'm just like, I just don't feel no type of way. Like, I don't have these other thoughts outside of, you know, self-accountability. We're all one. Nah. No, I feel it. And I just had to drop it to my heart space and pray about it. You know, and I gotta always circle. I had to bring it back around to the wisdoms. Like, I'll say what I need to say. I'd be like, nah, I don't want to manifest that. And yeah, let me look at the wisdoms. Let me focus on the wisdoms. Let me focus on the wisdoms. Dang, Donald Trump be lying, right? Ooh, Donald Trump, I be lying. It's so wild, baby. I gave a prophecy. Because I was in my room, and I was like, I was in my room. I was working and stuff. I was working. Channeling and things. I was praying, working, all the things. Probably making editing some content, something like this. And then the Bill Clinton situation with Monica Lewinsky came up in my inner space. I just thought of that. I was like, dang. I was like, shit. I was like, public relations. I was like, shit. I was like, dang. I was like, his PR team was probably like, when that shit went down back in the day, Bill Clinton's public relations team was probably like, shit, like the manager of the, I don't know, baby, keep the papers hot. I don't know, keep on printing up stories. I know what they're saying, but print more stories. Like, keep the papers hot. Keep the Xerox running. Like, what do you do as a public relations manager but print more stories? Just keep the papers hot. Baby, you know he's fucking lying. Just keep the papers hot. Put out another story. I was like, shit. I was like, dang, Bill Clinton's team was probably like, keep the papers hot. We gotta keep our jobs. We know. told Monica to stop talking. We know he did it. We know, the whole country knows. Just keep the papers hot. I was like, his PR team was like, whoa. So I just did that whole comedy set in my room. Baby, I was laughing. I was like, shit, I was butt gusting laughing. I was like, his team was probably wild. Keep the PR team, keep the papers hot. Keep him lying. Like, I don't know what to do. We know he's lying. The whole country knows. Monica keeps talking. Let her talk. The Second Amendment. We have to allow the Second Amendment. We're part of the executive branch of the United States of America. We can't make her stop talking. But just keep the papers hot. Keep printing stories. That's all his PR team could do. Keep printing stories. And baby, lo and behold, the next day, Donald Trump, Jeffrey Epstein's birthday book came out. Was actually retrieved by the House Committee. The House Committee, Congressional Committee, retrieved Jeffrey Epstein's birthday book from Jeffrey Epstein's estate. Not from eBay, not from Joe Schmo. Jeffrey Epstein's estate. The Congressional House Committee received Jeffrey Epstein's birthday book from Jeffrey Epstein's estate. And in the bus, baby, they released the alleged, baby, I don't need no lawsuit in the spirit or in the physical. Spiritual, am I clear for this conversation? Because you know, baby, in the spirit, things get tried in the spirit first before they make it down to the tangible, and that's facts. So before you open your mouth, be like, shit, do I need to get tried today in the spirit? You gotta watch what you say about people, about folks, about yourself, about everything. Am I clear? It's already public fodder. I'm not saying nothing that's not already public fodder. So the allegedly, the birthday letter that Donald Trump sent Jeffrey Epstein came out the book from Jeffrey Epstein's estate. Donald Trump was like, that's not my signature. Keep the papers hot. He's telling his PR team, keep the papers hot. That's not my signature. That's what they're running. That's the story that his PR team is running. That's not his signature. And baby, all CNN, MSNBC, LMNOP, XYZ, all the major news networks, national news networks, and everybody else running the story that said, that's your fucking signature. Baby, we see that signature everywhere. You've been signing on executive orders for the last 8 years. Baby, heavy. We know that signature, Donald Trump. You can't lie about that. We know that signature. Well, good and well. That's like, they're like, it's written out with a fat Sharpie, just like he be doing with his little squigglies. That's your signature, sir. And it's like the birthday letter from allegedly Donald Trump to Jeffrey Epstein. It's a silhouette of a naked woman, and it has like a poem type story thing. And it's like we have a lot in common, a lot of secrets in common. And it says, paraphrasing, it's great how enigmas never age. This was a birthday note said that was allegedly sent from Donald Trump to Jeffrey Epstein. The note got taken out of Jeffrey Epstein's birthday book that was received by the House Committee Congressional team by Jeffrey Epstein's estate. This came out the day after I was in my room, like, dang, Bill Clinton shit. That just came to my inner space, like, dang, Bill Clinton, Michael, that was wild, right? Like, shit, like, I don't know what Bill Clinton's PR team did. They know, the whole country know he lying. Keep the papers hot. We want a job, baby, because you know PR teams, they run a lot of stories. And you print papers from the Xerox machine, the copy machine, and the papers are hot. What can you say but keep the papers hot? Keep printing shit. Just keep printing. We know he's lying. Just keep printing shit. So I was like, Donald Trump seems like keep the papers hot. Baby, this is fresh too, baby. This came out the less than 48 hours ago. Baby, you can go look right now if you haven't seen it yet. If it's not in your dimensionality of existence yet. This is not a story I made up, baby. I perceived it. The day before it was yesterday. I was like, keep the papers hot, Bill Clinton's team. And today, Donald Trump, no, it's not me. It's not my signature. No, it's not mine. Baby, we know that everybody know that signature. Everybody know that signature, baby. That's your signature, sir, baby. If you know, baby, all the executive orders you didn't sign. You remember Donald Trump? Come on, kick my feet up. You remember you had, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. You remember Donald Trump? You have those executive order meetings where you sign all those executive orders and you make it a big old press conference and you sign your signature 1 million times so we all seen it. That's your signature, sir, allegedly. Allegedly. Allegedly, sir, that's your I'm doing it again. I'm going at Donald Trump just in a new dimension. I'm so sorry. That's how I perceive it. I just had to speak my mind. I'm doing it again, universe. I know. I'm coming out his jugular. I'm doing it again. Back in the day, 6 years ago, it would have been under his tweets. I would say all this. I would have to do a few tweets. I would have been like, yesterday, Bill Clinton just came up to my mind. Monica Lewinsky, but keep the papers hot. It would have been his tweet comments 6 years ago. Now I'm just saying it on live. I apologize. We are one. But I just have to be honest. Like, baby, shoot. And then Spirit's like, hey, like, just let it all work out. Like, this is the karma of the people. This is their karma. This is their soul lesson. Karma is not bad. It's a soul lesson. You can look at karma as a bad thing, but it's truly your soul lessons to garner more wisdoms and divine remembrance. So it's like, shit, I wonder who's going to still, baby, be on Trump, be employed by Trump by the end of the week. Oh, we're going to see. Oh, I'm being messy. Oh, my gosh. Ashley, stop being messy. See, it's a process. Aligning with divine wisdoms, universal wisdoms, it's a process, a journey, not a race. Baby, I already know some people going to be quitting, being fired. You know, sure, that's none of my business, but I'll be watching, but it's none of my business. I'll be watching, but it's none of shit. Oh, God, keep on having your heavy hand on my spirit, divine presence. Just keep guiding me to the right way. Keep guiding me, divine presence. Just keep guiding me. I just have to make the jokes, because, baby, I've been really getting soul exhausted of just, baby, being a brave face and not sharing how I feel. But I do, though. I do share how I feel, but then I don't. But then I do. I have the King of Things podcast, Goddess Talk Comedy Edition. King of Things podcast is Ashley-Nicole Phillips. You'll see the Goddess Talk Comedy Editions. Give me a second, y'all. I was like, dang, I can't quit. Yeah, I'm still on the live. I'm just kidding. I don't even want to joke like that. I don't want to manifest nothing like that, baby. CIA at my door. I don't want to manifest nothing like that, baby. That was the UPS. Yeah. So I do share how I feel. I do share how I feel. But I had to share how I felt on Jeffrey Epstein, my personal experience and understanding and evolution in regards to this topic, and then Donald Trump being a part of it. It is a thing. It's definitely a thing. Definitely a thing. I gotta tune in and see what Rachel Maddow feels about it. I know how I feel about it. You know, I'm practicing, you know, we're all one. But I'm also watching the show. We came here to experience the show. I be seeing stuff in the ethers before it manifests in the tangible. Like I said, Bill Clinton. My soul's telling me, hey, something about the snap, pop, crackle, and pop. But I didn't realize it. I was just being jokey, having fun. And the next thing you know, snap, crackle, and pop. So I'll be seeing things in the ether. Sometimes I'll catch it, and then sometimes I won't. And then I'll get a full circle moment later, like, oh, shoot, my soul is telling me it's about to go down. And then sometimes I know it's about to go down. So, you know, I'm going to allow myself to, you know, enjoy the tangible experience. Even I already seen this stuff going down in the ethers, in the energy fields, in you know, the multidimensional experience that is divine presence. Got all things. I already seen it. I knew this was coming about 3 years ago. But I'm still going to allow myself to experience it. And the tangible. It's about balancing being a creator God and an experiencer God. I've done some transmissions on this. My ancestor force is like, I needed it. I know humanity needs it as we awaken and we come into a greater conscious awareness of how we create reality. So allowing ourselves to experience the reality, simultaneously being a conscious creator of our reality. So, yeah, I saw that. I was like, whoa, Nelly. So y'all know some stuff about to go down. Some things is going down, baby. Going down. Going down. And you know, like, one of the things Trump was running on to get into the office, he was like, I'm going to declassify the Epstein documents. The Jeffrey Epstein documents. He said that's one thing he ran on to get reelected. He got into office and said it's a hoax. Allegedly, he said that, but that's what the news nations. I didn't hear it come out of his mouth, but that's what all the news people. But allegedly, he said it's a hoax. And don't worry about the files. Just look the other way. We don't care about this. It's a hoax. Now, you know, oh. But guess what we did, y'all? We manifested the declassification of the Jeffrey Epstein files, because 30,000 files were sent to the 30,000 Jeffrey Epstein files were sent to the Congressional House Committee. 30,000 files. Because I've been feeling it in the ethers. So I'll go look at it, and then I'll see how people are complaining and bitching. Because Donald Trump changed the tune on declassifying the Jeffrey Epstein files. And then a few days ago, literally like 3-4 days ago, it's like, oh, the Congressional House Committee received 30,000 files from Jeffrey Epstein's estate. And I was like, oh, we manifested this, humanity. I was like, we can stay mad. Like, and I literally, my spirit, I knew, because we've taken a disposition for so long that we're victims of our government. But like, just being able to look back and perceive how we co-create reality through our intentions and how we pray, how we speak, and what we intend and what we want and desire, and being grateful for what we manifest. So 30,000 files were sent to the Congressional House Committee. We're about to do a glory spin. Glory spin. Why? Because humanity manifested this. Now I'm listening to the senators and representatives from the states that are in the Congress, and they're like, you know, we kind of being played with, and we don't like it. Why am I getting the files, but everything's redacted? Everything's blacked out. All I can see is a period on this paper. One period is left unredacted on this paper. We getting played with. I don't like it. I already prayed about it. We're praying about it. We don't like. They said we don't like it. We need unredacted files, universal forces, sent to Republicans and Democrats, bipartisan issue. Unredacted files to Republicans and Democrats, Libertarians, Tea Party, grassroots campaign. I don't even know. I don't know. I don't know. I think they have some representatives that are not Democrats or Republic that are like in the House of Congress. Maybe like some local, like some state officials that are either Democrat or Republic. Anyways, we need the unredacted files sent to the House of Congress. All representatives, bipartisan issue. Thank you. Please and thank you. Gratitude. Thing is, are we ready to see? Yes, we are. We got to put our big boy, big woman, big man pants on. Are we ready to see what we're about to witness? We're about to learn about ourselves, about our governments, about our planet. Are we ready? Are we ready? Yes, we are. Yes, we are. What if we found out that like many governments on our planet were a part of the operation, Jeffrey Epstein's operation of trafficking human beings? What if we found this out? Including the United States of America. What if we found this out? Are we ready for this? Yes, we are. These things you got to pray about. You know, you got to go to God about your inner space. Pray about these things and ask why. What is it supposed to teach me about myself? Share a lot of this in my podcast already. Over the last 2-3 years, I've been doing transmissions on human trafficking, sex trafficking, pedophilia. I've been doing transmissions, universal forces coming far and wide beyond galactic creation to share wisdoms and healing frequencies to help us out in this time. And now it's, you know, it's manifested in the tangible reality. So, you know, go look at those, you know, Kingdom Things podcast. Go to your search engine and check those out to help you out. But go to prayer first, and then you know afterwards go to the podcast if you feel heart led. So it's like, are we ready for this? Yes, we are. We're ready to, you know, put our big boy, big girl pants on and face ourselves. Be responsible galactic beings. I was joking yesterday. Because back to the UAP committee. A lot of the reasons why, or one of the reasons why the government says we're not ready to know about UAPs, the American citizens aren't ready, it's because it's going to mess up our belief system and God and all the things. And God and how we perceive ourselves in reality is going to really throw a wrench into it. I already talked about all this stuff in my podcast, a resource to help us do this. Through my podcast, we've always been limitless. We're awakening from a dream that we weren't connected to all things, to all forces. We've always only been limitless. Now we're remembering this fact. So, it's going to mess up how y'all perceive religion yourselves. It's going to be, the running rhetoric is it's going to be too much for the American people. The declassification of the government's involvement with multidimensional beings or the origins of UAPs. And I was like, I was just with my soul. I was joking. I had to joke about it. I was like, yeah. Because at first I was like, let me be a myth buster. What did I say this at? Oh yeah, I did a TikTok live. And I posted it here. It's that TikTok live that I posted last night. I said, let me be a myth buster. Like, the thing about being aware of where the unidentified anomalous phenomena, where it comes from, the UFOs, where they come from, the multidimensional beings, extraterrestrial beings, races, all the things. How, like, I said that there are aliens, extraterrestrials, and in like every religious text, and angels or angelic presence are spoken about. These are extraterrestrial, interdimensional beings, like the Sodom and Gomorrah story in the Bible. How these beings come. They look just like us, but they're like illuminated. They're angels. Oh, those are interdimensional extraterrestrials, our galactic ancestors, right? And I had to face myself. It's again, not just, speaking the wisdoms, but like I had to face myself. Like when I turned that live off and I got the divine revelation that I got from my spirit, baby, I had to face myself. You mean Papa God in the most sensitive way ever. You mean Papa God, Mama God, and I'm gonna come down and save me. You mean I have to still pay bills? I have to be responsible. Nobody's gonna come pick me up and take me somewhere else to heaven where there's no bills or responsibilities. I had to do that like comedy set with myself, but I was really healing. I was like, you mean we're not gonna be excavated of problems, but we gotta face our problems in the second coming. I gotta face myself instead of being taken away to the pearly gates. And I was like, shit, y'all, I feel that. You mean Papa God's not gonna sit me on his lap and feed me cookies and tell me stories? Mama God's not gonna put me in her bosom and carry me way to heaven? I have to be a grown, galactic, etheric, limitless potentials being and face myself and garner the wisdoms and be responsible with the wisdoms so I don't create the same mayhem that I did before in past lives that brought me to this one where I have all these things in my reality. It's funny, but it stings right here. Soul healing. It stings right here in the heart space. Soul healing. Y'all gonna hear this again. Y'all gonna hear this said again. Kingdom Days podcast, Goddess Talk. My soul said, hey, because I already have a Goddess Talk that I'm supposed to be producing. It's in my calendar. My soul said it. Instead of producing that one that you have in your calendar, this one's important too, but do this set right here. Do this set for the Goddess Talk about having to face yourself and about the second coming, not being excavated of problems, but you have to face your problems. Nobody's going to come carry your away somewhere else where there's no problems. I was like, okay, so that was just a practice run. I did a practice run yesterday. Y'all gonna hear this again because I'm putting in the Goddess Talk Kingdom Things podcast catalog. It's very serious. Like, these topics are very serious, but I have to be funny about it to help move the energy through my heart space, to help heal it up where it's not so heavy. Because this is heavy right here. My heart feels heavy. But like joking about it and being over animated and funny about it, even though it's like a heavy topic, it helps heal things. It helps move the healing energy, the dense energy through the body, and push it through the heart space and make wellness out of it. So y'all gonna hear that again. Y'all gonna hear this again. So I was like, shoot. So are we ready to face this? These documents being unredacted. What if our planet, our governments all around the planet, was trafficking beings or a part of it? What if? Allegedly, what if? Hypothetically, what if? You know? Yeah. So, let me just breathe, y'all. Heart's heavy. Let me just breathe. It's one way I heal is through comedy. I didn't even know I'm always been funny. Anybody that knows me knows that I'm hilarious. Jokes on jokes on jokes. Right? But I never thought of doing stand up. And then like a couple years, like 2-3 years ago, my soul's like, I want to do, like my inner space was like, do stand up, Ashley. It's like, do stand up, Ashley. I never thought of doing stand up before, not consciously, but I'm funny. But I never thought of doing stand up. My soul's like pushing me to actually do stand up. So that's what Goddess Talk Comedy Edition is. It's within the Kingdom Things podcast with Ashley-Nicole Phillips catalog, the Goddess Talk editions. It's in the catalog. I never thought to do stand up, but I do sets. It's audios. A couple of the videos, camera is a video. Few of it is a video, but most of them are audio. I gotta work into cause I'm growing into this. This is new for me, like a new dimension of myself that I'm growing into, the comedy set thing. So you just experienced a Goddess Talk comedy set, live on live. Wow, period. Yeah. Whoa, cool. Cause I'd be afraid to do them in front of the camera. Like I'll be in my room. I'll write out my comedy set. I'll channel my comedy set, get the healing, get the wisdoms, all the things, all the dimensions, and then I'll record the audio in my room. I've never done. I just literally did a live video comedy set. Kingdom Things podcast with Ashley-Nicole Phillips. Search engines, you'll find it. Yeah, this is heavy stuff. So I just gotta laugh about it. Help move the energies through this heart space. Heal it up. Heal it up. Heal it up. But I'm gonna go see what Rachel Maddows, what she has to say. I used to watch a lot of Rachel Maddows back in the day, so it's like a full circle moment. Like when Trump was in office the first time, baby. Every night I get off of work, I go pick up my dinner or cook my dinner, go home and watch Rachel Maddows, eat my dinner. Like we together just disgruntled. We're just disgruntled together. Now I don't want to be disgruntled. I want to step with the wisdoms. Like I want to, I want to allow myself to experience this tangible reality, but I also want to like always lean back into the heart space and lean back into the wisdom. Like this is an experience, and we're all only experiencing our soul lessons to grow and evolve us into more wellness and balance. Our soul lessons being our lives. Everything we experience in our lives is our soul growing up and evolving us into more conscious awareness, conscious embodiment of wellness, limitless potentials, and balance. Every being, Donald Trump, Jeffrey Epstein, and everyone else, it's not separate from this. So I'll be having to lean back into the wisdoms, lean back up into the wisdoms. So yeah, oh my goodness, I cannot believe I just did that comedy set. Let me hug myself. I'm proud of you, sis. Proud of you, sis. We did the keep the papers hot, and we did the Mama God, Papa God, grown galactic beings. I actually channeled the song. I have a song called Galactic galactic beings, I choose balance. I just did a TikTok and I said, I choose peace. It's I choose balance. It's on A Story Worth Telling, the album. Ashley-Nicole music on the tube of the U. Go to the playlist section, my profile picture, melanated face, big pre-afro. Subscribe to the channel. A Story Worth Telling, the album. Now the song is like alternative rock. I do country music really well. Baby, I do that well. I do country music well. I do R&B music well. I do hip hop well. Right, well. And I set the intention to grow and evolve into rock music. So, galactic beings, I choose balance. It's like alternative rock. It's like a rock song. We're gonna sing it. It's again, playlist section, Ashley-Nicole music on You of the Tube. Subscribe. Join my musical journey. A Story Worth Telling, the album, playlist section. Galactic beings, I choose balance. There's a lot of inflections in the inflections in the voice. Raising the bar, galactic being. I remember I used to choose chaos. I came from chaos. I was created to be balanced. I choose balance. Created from the inside. Divinely aligned, universal vision. Divinely aligned, universal mission. To be infinitely, authentically, me, galactic being, walking on 2 feet, even though I got 2 wings. Yeah, Meru, sizzling like sarsaparilla. Meru, soda, the wait is over. Second coming. All of the dimensions coming into unity. Sharing that Meru, main vein, divinity, unconditional love, balance and wellness for infinity. Yeah, I am self-acceptance. I used to choose to be my own demise, my own reckoning. Been loving on my insides. Every part of me, I found I'm comprised of a sentient, omnipotent, benevolent intelligence. We know as Grand Maestro, Grand Benevolence, yeah. Galactic being. I feel like I'm missing a whole verse. Just go listen to the song on the channel. Galactic being, walking on 2 feet, even though I got 2 wings. That is galactic being. I choose balance. Ashley-Nicole music on You of the Tube, playlist section. A Story Worth Telling, the album. It's a rock song. It's really cool. Meru, sizzling like sarsaparilla. Meru, soda, the wait is over. Second coming. All of the dimensions coming into unity. I literally sang about my favorite soda. Meru, sarsaparilla. I put it in the song. I really like that song. And then in my divine wisdoms, second coming, all dimensions coming into unity. Sharing that main root, main vein, divinity. Unconditional love, balance, and wellness for infinity. All right, let's breathe. Let's breathe. Serious healing in this live transmission. Serious healing. All right, y'all. I'm about to peace out. My food is up. It has like another 19 minutes in the oven. I love you. Love on yourself. Self-love is the best love because you have to love yourself in the way in which you want your reality to love you back. Self-love is the best love because you are loving your truth. Choose to give that love to yourself first. Self-love is the best love because it helps you grow and be more of your limitless potentials consciously. Again, Kingdom Things podcast with Ashley-Nicole Phillips is available. Go to your search engine, you'll find it. Oneness Connection, Energetic Upliftment. You of the Tube, subscribe. Powwow sessions, we come our inner space. We channel healing wisdoms to uplift our humanity, our galactic heritage, and beyond to more wellness and balance. I'm also an author. I authored the Unconditional Love Literature Parcel, 3-part book series. The first 2 parts, Asia's story. The first book is titled Coming Home, the Story of Asia. The second book is the story of Asia, I'm Home. Asia is a teenage girl growing up in the New York City foster care system. She's catalyzed onto her spiritual awakening journey when she meets her twin flame Chase in the hallway of her school, Manhattan Prep. She goes through a lot of existential crises, which assist her with growing and evolving to greater conscious awareness, greater conscious embodiment of her limitless potentials. The third part of the Unconditional Love Literature Parcel is My Other Half. My other half is a twin flame divine counterpart journey back home to Goddess side, home frequency, embodying being limitless potentials consciously. One soul, two bodies, many lifetimes. They know they're supposed to co-create a love and a life together. Every lifetime says that their love can't work. They will do it. Which lifetime, which lifetime, which couple, which story. The books are prophetic. The Unconditional Love Literature Parcel. You'll find the links to purchase them in the online bookstore. You just go to the latest Kingdom Things podcast with Ashley-Nicole Phillips transmission in the catalogs. Go to the description. You'll see the link to purchase the books in either in digital or paperback. If you do digital, it's 3 separate downloads, $29.97 for all 3 stories. If you're doing paperback, it's 2 bindings, 2 purchases, $29.98 plus tax. The first 2 parts, Asia's story, comes in 1 binding. My Other Half comes in the 2nd binding. Again, still $29.98 plus tax. I also have an animated series, Asia's Story, the animated series. Stems from the Unconditional Love Literature Parcel universe. I channel my multidimensional experiences in which I have conscious awareness of into the animated series. You're able to find the page, the channel, to stream the animated series for free. Just again, go to the latest Kingdom Things podcast with Ashley-Nicole Phillips video transmission. Go to the description. You'll see the link to take you over to the website to stream Asia's story. You of the Tube. We talked about my music, Ashley-Nicole music available to stream. You of the Tube. Subscribe. Follow. I hope you enjoy all the genres that I share, all the music that I share, the evolution of myself, my spirit, my soul, my existence that I share through the music. About 11 projects, I believe. I've counted them before. I always forget how many projects I have. It's like 11 albums. I have music, videos, visuals. My intuitive dancing show called Dancery. I have vlogs. Dear Diary, Sincerely Ashley-Nicole music. I do lyrical explanation videos over there as well. I'm also a home chef, y'all. Whatever the ancestors told me to put in the pot, the pan, the baking dish. This is what I put into the pot, the pan, the baking dish. Magic Meals with Ashley-Nicole Phillips is available to stream. You of the Tube. Subscribe. I'm going to see y'all later.